What's going on, guys? Seth here for Tasty Loot Gaming, doing a TLG reacts to the Cyberpunk 2077 Collector's Edition. And I know this is a little late. I was supposed to get this day of release, but FedEx decided that they were going to take the scenic route through Night City and get it to me late. But I got it, so we're going to unbox this thing. We're going to check out what's inside it, and we're going to talk about it. Now, maybe you're like, Seth, but you haven't been talking about Cyberpunk. There's all this controversy going on around Cyberpunk. What's your opinion on it? Just real quick, because I want to have a discussion with Chevy at some point about our experience with the game and talk a little more in depth about what we think of it. Overall, in my experience, I've been playing it on PC, so this is not going to be my first time playing this game. This is just the PS4 copy that I will be checking out for sure. I've been playing on PC, and I've been very much enjoying it. On PC, there is definitely bugs. You can't escape the bugs no matter what you're playing on. But on PC, the graphics are great, the story's good, the gameplay's good, the characters are great. I'm really enjoying the side quests and exploring Night City. So I'm happy with the game outside of the bugs that they will definitely fix. So far, I've seen like 2 detrimental bugs. Well, not detrimental. One of them, I got stuck in a wall. I had to reload the game. That stuff happens in open world games. And there was another one. I don't know if it was detrimental. Like I said, I've seen people like just walk through walls and shit, which is kind of stupid. But I also played DayZ for a long time, and I'm used to some pretty bad wall walking throughing. And that though, I'm very much enjoying the game. I've seen what the game looks like on PS5, which is a PS4 copy. I think it looks fine. It looks like it plays fine. Just doesn't have the ray tracing. It seems to be the big issue is the game on the base consoles, as you guys I'm sure already know. The game is not optimized well for those, and I've watched some video that makes me not want to play it on there, although it kind of makes me want to play it on there as well just to check it out. But I can understand people's frustration if that's their only option and way to play the game. When it comes to the controversy, I think people who are overly apologizing for the game should back up a little bit when they're like, hey, you have a 7-year-old console, you shouldn't play this game on a 7-year-old console. I think it's a bad excuse, considering the game was marketed for those consoles. It should play on those consoles. And then the people who are just saying trash game, garbage, fucking 0 to 10, game sucks, too bad. To each their own, but I think it's a little extreme considering bugs happen and they will fix those bugs. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I'm really enjoying the game quite a bit. A lot. I feel like I would be enjoying it even further if there wasn't the bugs. The bugs are real. I will not sugarcoat that, but they'll fix them, and they've already made progress on doing that, which I'm very happy about. But I'm not really the demographic who's getting fucked here, so I'm not going to go boohoo for me. I'm enjoying the game a lot. I think it's really good, and there's a lot to talk about that game. They put a lot of work into this game. It's just easy to overlook that when the blatant bugs that are hindering some people's ability to play the game in a meaningful way are there. So I'm kind of glad I'm not allowing this game to be a game of the year for me this year, because I think by the time we do that discussion next year, it'll be a fucking phenomenal game that will definitely make my top 3. Originally was going to most likely be my game of the year, but in this state, I don't even know if I'd make my top 3 just because of how bad the bugs are. So just being real, but again, let me re-emphasize, I'm loving the game. So big Cyberpunk fan. I love exploring Cyberpunk world, and I think it's done very well. And CD Projekt Red are fantastic storytellers, and it really shows in this game. So all that aside, if there's something specific you want us to talk about when it comes to this game, let me know in the comments. We will talk about it later. I want to have that discussion with Chevy. We're here to open this though and see what's in here. So on the back, it looks like it says we got like an art book, some patches, stickers, of course the statue, if you want to call it that, figure I guess of V on a motorcycle running over a dude, and a lot of other cool goodies. So let's just hop in so you guys can see what the box looks like in case you haven't seen it up close. I don't even know if I can get this all in frame. It's such a big box. I've been doing so many big box unboxings lately. I thought the PS5 box was big, but this thing is gigantic. So, I've already had the pleasure of taking the tape off of this, and oh no, how's this open? Okay, we're gonna find out. All right, so that is off. Let's get that out of the way. This box is it's cool looking. I like it. It's the signature Cyberpunk 2077 yellow. It's got a little handle at the very top. I don't know if you guys can see that, nor do you care to see it, but it's there if you want to see that shit. Give you the full experience. I'm gonna lift this top off, hopefully nothing comes shooting out, and it seems as though it's just another piece. So there's a whole chunk, like this is the worst unboxing I've ever done because there's so much to this. There's a huge chunk here that's just air. So apparently they need to make this box that big. Alright, so let's bust in to the top of this. We are opening it, and there are so many layers. It's almost as if they don't want people to break into this, which is definitely a possibility. Oh, okay. I'm seeing what we got going on here now. Alright, so. Oh my god. I thought the PS5 was bad. This is bad. Alright, so we got a handle. Handle right here. We're gonna open that handle. You guys see the handle in this camera right here? Holy shit, this box is so it's not working out for me. It's not being cooperative. Alright, so we're gonna pull this fucking handle. And that's actually kind of neat that it comes out like that. And then we got this, which I am assuming is the V on a bike. V on a bike. All that fucking cardboard. We are destroying this planet. It's worth it. It's so worth it. Oh, by the way, I because I pre-ordered through GameStop, I got this little samurai pendant necklace thingy. I'm only wearing it for this, otherwise it's kind of hanging in my room. It's not something I would typically wear, but it's pretty cool. I'm liking it. Hopefully I remember to maybe do a close-up shot of it. So let's look at this box first. Kind of looks like a shoe box, if I'm being honest. Although, if I was getting some Cyberpunk shoes, I'd be pretty fucking stoked. Because I really dig the black and yellow look. Alright, so opening this. Oh, that's neat, actually. So, shit, I really should have grabbed this third camera here. Okay, so opening this, we have Cyberpunk 2077 in its case. I bought this digitally, so it's interesting to actually see this in a case. Hopefully you can see that without the light glaring all over it. But yeah, it's in the plastic. I'm not going to bust it open just yet. But yeah, it looks like, wow, there's something in there. Hold on, let's find out what's in here. This is not going as smooth as the PS5 unboxing, but the journey's worth it. So, we got the outer cover piece. We got the game itself. You guys who own this on PS4 already know what that looks like, but for anyone who doesn't and forgot what physical shit looks like, this is physical shit. There's a disc in there. The disc goes in things. So, it looks like we got some postcards? What are these? Okay, there it goes. This is very... Yeah, so... Got some of these going on. The light is really not being my friend here. Yeah, so Pacifica. The other ones don't really say anything. Did I show this one? I didn't. Okay. And then we got that, which is pretty cool. That came with the box to the game. I'll put that together later. HBO Max, which I'm not going to show you the code because I might use that, but it's 30 days of HBO Max. Not that excited about that. Seems like we got a map of Night City. Let's open this fucker up. kind of takes me back to Bethesda games, giving you maps. I used to put these on my wall when I was younger. I don't do that anymore. I might do this one, I don't know. But I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. But yeah, got a map, which is cool. It's been a while. And then a world compendium of Cyberpunk 2077, which is right there if you guys can see that. And essentially has information, it seems, on Badlands, Pacifica, Watson, Haywood. If you need some info, some information about the vehicles, guns, stuff like that. Stuff to get you hyped and ready to go in Night City. We got some little boxes. I keep doing this wrong every time. It's little boxes. There's 4 of them in here. Very cool. Okay, so we got. I can tell somebody was not not very friendly with my box. That sounds odd. Got some pins. Hopefully you guys can see that. All right. Which are pretty cool. Night City Heat and Militech. Shows a pistol. Pretty dope. And then in the second box, which looks like, ooh, this one's fucking all of us. Pretty heavy. It's got some weight to it. And in this looks to be a keychain of a car, which is pretty fucking heavy. It's got some weight to it. And the wheels move, which is pretty dope. And so you guys can see it. Don't know where I'm going to put that on, but I'm definitely going to put it somewhere because that's pretty fucking cool. In box number 3, which has some more iconography on it, it has in it some cloth patches, samurai, and I think it says Night City on the one in the back. I'm not going to open this yet, but you guys can look at it right there. Samurai, which is pretty dope actually. I'd actually like to put these on something. So we got some patches, and then in the 4th box, which looks like this. Now I understand there's some cameras that have come out recently that have an option so you can turn it on so if something moves in front of where your face is at in autofocus, it'll instantly autofocus to it. And now I understand why. I'm not like an unboxer type guy, so kind of makes sense that I wouldn't really think about that until now, but now I'm like, it'd be kind of nice to have. And then the last box, it seems like we got a lot of stickers. Quadra, Trauma Team, and Arasaka are the ones on the front, which is very cool. I'm actually a big fan of stickers. I like putting them on a lot of things, so I'm pretty stoked about that, which is kind of sad. That's very cool as well. Then we have the art book, which is a legit ass book. I mean, this is like, sometimes you get art books in collector's editions that are like these little small like horizontal art books, and they're like neat, but they're not like a full-on art book. But this thing is pretty legit. It actually has like a lot of art, as you'd expect, but also has a lot of stuff to read about, which is kind of cool. Hopefully I'll get some B-roll of this to show you guys what's going on in here. But as you can see, there's a lot to look at in here, which is very cool. It's a legit book. I'm actually pretty stoked about that because, like I said, a lot of times there are always like these little small things that kind of suck. Yeah. Alright, and then it looks like we got a steel case for the game. In case you don't like the normal case, it has 2 discs, which I wasn't aware of. and I actually really fucking like this. I'll show you guys real quick. I like the design of it a lot more. It kind of reminds me of, I mean, it reminds me of Cyberpunk, but it kind of reminds me of like Akira too. And yeah, very cool. Actually, we'll most likely use that. Actually, most likely we'll use that. And then, man, this collector's edition comes with a lot of shit. Then this Detective Bureau evidence thing. It's like a little booklet. Before I don't know if I want to open this. I guess I can. Do not use this bag for any evidence that has wet, damp bodily fluids on it. That's gonna be hard. That's gonna be a hard one. I wish I knew exactly what this was. This thing's loaded with more good stuff than a big Buddha baby burrito from Captain Caliente's. Anyway, it looks like this. And it's some kind of book. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Oh, Visitor's Guide to Night City. So I think it's another guide that kind of gives you information on the world, which is very cool and appreciated. One touch of flair outside of all the flair of this fucking collector's edition, which I am definitely a fan of. I like me some flair. I like some visual styling. I really appreciate how appreciative CD Projekt Red always seems about everything that they do, in that you can see all of their signatures are in here. Just kind of as like a, thanks. Here's our signatures. Thank you for buying this extra expensive collector's edition. Makes it feel a little more personal, even though it's printed. But they're always really good about having like thank you notes in their games and stuff like that, which I think is really, really kind of cool. I'm gonna leave this here so we can put the thing on top of it. But now for the piece de resistance. I did not bring a knife for this, so we'll have to just fucking use my gorilla hand augments to bust into this fucker, which shouldn't be too bad. If this is too loud in the video, I will hopefully fucking lower that volume, because this already sounds like shit. Alright, we are in. We're in business. I think we're good. Alright. Let's unveil this bitch. Hopefully it's not. Ooh, shit, you gotta put it together. I was not aware of that. Alright. So we got the base, which is pretty fucking hefty. This is a weighty bitch. It's already really cool. I haven't even put anything on there yet. So, as you can see, it's a cool base. It says Cyberpunk 2077, because that's what the fucking game is. No future, all over it. A cool little backpack. And, yeah, pretty neat. Let's get the rest of it on here. We got the motorcycle, which is sick looking. With the dude getting hit by it. He's getting straight fucked up by this thing. Nothing moves, which I actually kind of appreciate, because something like this I don't really want to fucking move too much. But hopefully you guys can get a look at what that looks like. It's got the guy on the front, he's getting hit by the bike, and it's pretty cool. I assume this just slides on here somewhere. Right here. You guys are just watching me put this together. I'm an expert. So you're finding that out right now. Don't ever think otherwise. Watch me break this thing. That'd be fucking hilarious. Alright, so we got the thing on the thing. We got the motorcycle on the stand. And it's on there pretty firm. It jiggles a little bit, but that's gravity for you. Things jiggle. I'm sure plenty of you are aware of that. I know I am. And then we of course have the default male V, who has something on his back with a piece of plastic, which I appreciate, because I was worried I was going to bust the fucker off opening that. Which is cool in itself. He's just kind of like Hopefully it's focusing on it. I'll get some B-roll. And where does this go? Oh, I found it. Very, very easily. And that is the motorcycle with V flying off it, shooting, and hitting a dude with the motorcycle, which is fucking dope. So, just because a lot of people don't talk about this, the plastic is completely solid and very, very premium feeling, which is nice. I kind of don't like that the Cyberpunk 2077 thing is on the front of it. I wish it was kind of to the side because I want to view this from the side. I feel. Because you see more of the scene from the side and not from the front where it says Cyberpunk. You're just kind of looking at V flying at you, which kind of makes sense. It's like 3Ds flying at you. But I think from the side is a lot cooler. Like there, I think it's like perfect. So it'd be cool if this Cyberpunk thing kind of wrapped around, had like a way to lock it in place but move it around so you can kind of position it any way you want. But small nitpick. But the motorcycle looks fucking awesome, but also feels great. It's really well constructed, plastic, solid. It's solid, which I really appreciate. It's not hollow feeling. Doesn't feel like I'll be able to crumple it with my fucking hands. And then V strip feels like a goddamn action figure, like a high quality premium figurine. So I'm really glad they didn't kind of chintz out on this, because some collector's editions that I've seen, I don't buy a whole lot of them, but other ones that I've seen that people picked up, they're hit or miss. Sometimes they're really good, sometimes they're really bad. Chevy got that Final Fantasy VII one, and that one was really good too, which I really appreciated. So I'm glad they're upping their game. But yeah, that is Cyberpunk 2077 Collector's Edition unboxed. Overall, I'm very happy with it. I can't wait to find out where the fuck I'm putting this thing, because it takes up a little bit of room. And yeah, it's stickers, patches, all sorts of shit. All this like swag I'm fucking stoked on. Not just because I am stoked about the game and enjoy the game, but also before this game came out, was a Cyberpunk fan. So to just have Cyberpunk stuff is fucking dope. As I say, Cyberpunk. I remember when I was at E3, like I saw people walk around with like Cyberpunk merch. And I was like, where the fuck did you get that? And they're like, oh, they have a private vendor back where they talk to fucking the journalists. That's where you buy the shit. I'm like, that sucks. So I'm glad I finally got myself some Cyberpunk 2077 merch after like over a year of waiting. But yeah, very cool. Way too much cardboard though. This thing was fucking packed full. Yeah, let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about the Cyberpunk 2077 Collector's Edition? Do you think it's worth the money? I think this thing was like $250. It's been so long since I pre-ordered this that I don't even fucking remember when I did it, where I was, who I was, and how much I spent. But do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's not worth it? Did you pick it up? Did you not pick it up? Do you think about picking it up? Are you enjoying Cyberpunk? What are you playing it on? Playing on base console, I bet you're not. But I've talked to some people who are just kind of suffering through it because they're enjoying it otherwise. Yeah, got any questions for me about what came in this box? Any info on some of that stuff that I kind of want to know? I don't know what this is. Let me know everything you're thinking about in the comments below. Stay tuned this week. We have a discussion I'm going to have with Chevy about our impressions of Cyberpunk 2077, what we think about our own opinions, what we think about the opinions of everyone we've been reading and watching and listening to and talking to in real life. There's a lot of opinions out there. Where we hope the game's going to go, what we think maybe about the multiplayer coming up, stuff like that. Let me know in the comments if there's something you want us to discuss in particular. And of course, Game of the Year discussion is happening this weekend. We will be picking our Game of the Year of 2020 and 2 runner-ups. It's going to be a hard decision to make considering 2020. If anything, if there's been one good thing this whole fucking year, there's been great games in 2020. That's the only good thing about 2020 so far, is fantastic games. It's going to be very hard to pick Game of the Year, and it might be a little controversial this year because there's so many good games that everybody's like, no, this is the Game of the Year. No, it's not. This is the Game of the Year. No, it's not. This is the Game of the Year. That's all I've been seeing everywhere, especially after the Game Awards. So we're going to be having our own discussion on that. Make sure to join us as well. Maybe we can get Josh or Cody to hop on with us. That'd be nice. Yeah, my name's Seth, though. Until the next episode, have a good one, guys, and take it easy.